Hey y'all, today we're going to be doing a monthly reading for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter. And this is just going to be for you and some energy that's outside of you. So that way it can be job, romantic, friends, family, the fella down the street, the cat down the road, I don't know, anybody pretty much. Any situation that's outside of you that interacts with your energy in any kind of way. So hopefully from the title it'll resonate if you click on the story. And I'm going to pull 3 spreads. The first one will be the general situation going on currently. Then we'll get a most likely outcome based on the timelines you're pulling forward, and then advice to deal with the situation for your best and highest good. And the first thing we're going to get is one of these cards. It's like an oracle card. I never really use them that much, but hey, power. Full moon, you got power. So overall, there could be an underlying theme in September that you are really starting to recognize your power in some sort of way, something like that. Of course, it's not going to hold up because I didn't bring the card thing out here to set the card on. But let's go ahead and get the first 3 spreads. I've already shuffled the deck to save time for y'all on the video. And let's go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter. Tell us about Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter. The situation they need to know about the mostest. The overall energy that's going on between you and this situation is the King of Cups in the reverse. I'm going to read the left side as what energy you're sitting in, and I'm going to read the right side as the energy that's outside of you. Then the center 3 cards will be the main energy that's really going between you and whoever this other situation is. All right. So one thing I'm noticing, I always look at the dead heart of the spread when I'm looking at the energy dynamic between you and a person, place, or thing outside of you. And the Magician is in the reverse as the heart of the spread. And then you got the King of Cups in the reverse as the overall. These 2 cards are pretty significant as far as like what story is being told here. So I feel like you are becoming consciously aware of a situation maybe in the past you felt like, you were emotionally manipulated, but you kind of allowed it to happen. Maybe you didn't realize how much emotional manipulation you were dealing with. But I feel like at this point, you're almost obsessed, but it's a healthy obsession because it's something that you're wanting to improve in your life. But it's like you're almost obsessed with putting an end to things that are emotionally manipulative. I feel like whatever the energy is outside of you, this is probably romantic, but it doesn't have to be. It could even be a job. I'm trying to be more open with my readings than just romance because everybody's not interested in that. But the person or place or thing you're dealing with is the 6 of Cups reversed, Knight of Cups, 5 of Swords. Does that not speak to emotional manipulation? If you ever watch anyone read cards and you see the Knight of Cups and the 5 of Swords attached to it, this basically says, in tarot language, emotional manipulation. And the Knight of Cups, he's not a bad guy, but I always watch out for him when other things are around his card, because if he's a new connection, if you're dealing with a new connection and it's a Knight of Cups, that's fine and dandy. Even a Page of Cups is fine and dandy. But whenever you have this card attached to somebody you've already dealt with before, or attached to a situation that's been ongoing, I feel like this is the energy that even without the 5 of Swords can be emotionally manipulative in some sort of way. Because they say and do things to get their way, but they don't back it up with the proper action. They don't understand the saying to say what you mean and mean what you say. In other words, they'll say things that you want to hear, and I sometimes call them Captain Save-A-Ho. So that's pretty much who you're dealing with. That's the dynamic you're dealing with. I feel like there's a pretty rocky past around this situation with the Six of Cups in the reverse. If you chose to, there's plenty of things that you could dote on in a negative way from dealing with this person. I feel like there's some hard feelings in some sort of way here. But the good thing is the Devil and the Death card. The Devil is not always a good card, but whenever it is around you being really fired up about ending this emotional manipulation, that is a good thing. I feel like you are trying to move forward from this situation with the Chariot card here. And with the Chariot card in the upright, not only are you moving forward, you're moving forward in a successful and victorious way, which means to me that you're allowing this situation, this manipulation, to propel you forward, kind of like, hold on. Sorry, y'all, and I'm terrible at videos, so I don't know how to edit that out, so just pretend it didn't happen or not. But anyway, so I feel like you are being propelled forward, kind of like the bow and arrow thing. You know what I mean? It's pulling you back and releasing you, and you're going to be very victorious. And it's because you're choosing to use this as a learning experience. But you're definitely coming to the realization that this whole situation you've been dealing with is manipulative, that you and this person just don't see eye to eye in general, or this situation. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Whenever you team up with them, it's like there's not a good dynamic there going on with the team thing. But I feel like at times you get almost like feeling kind of discouraged or down and out or blah with that Four of Cups energy showing up. But it's because you're really tackling some deep stuff on an energetic and vibrational level. So just know that every day is not going to be great, and there's going to be some bad and some good, but overall you're going to have more better days than bad days as you keep moving forward, because whatever this situation is something that you have allowed to emotionally manipulate you for a long time. And even if it was not one person, let's just say you had 3 relationships in a row and they were all consecutive and all were emotional manipulators. Well, whatever you were vibrating, you pulled that into you. Now you're starting to recognize it, and you're starting to do something about it and change your energy. And it's been a slow process, probably a painful process as well with the Devil and the Death card there. It hasn't been a very fun process. It's been slow and steady, but you are literally transforming. I would be safe to say probably even on like a cellular level with that transforming card of the Death card there. That's like the Scorpio card. That's where you completely change who you are, mind, body, and spirit. So let's get the most likely outcome. And this is all about finding your power. So that's a very good card to come out with what you're dealing with, basically, Gemini. So what's the most likely outcome for Gemini for September? And then we'll get advice cards. What is the most likely outcome for Gemini for September? The most likely outcome for Gemini, 4 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles reversed, 8 of Wands. That's all I'm going to take. I got 5 cards on the last reading, but to me, here's the Tower as the underlying energy. See, you're going through some very intense energy. The Tower is the underlying energy. But what does the Tower do? If you ever watch tarot long enough, you already know the Tower breaks apart things that have rocky foundations already. The foundation wasn't even worth calling a foundation if it could be broke apart with this energy. This is when the universe does that whole cleaning up for us thing. The universe comes in and destroys what can't withstand the pressure. So I feel like it's like a clean sweep energy. There's going to be days where you get dismayed overall in September, because it's like a spiral. It's not an uphill thing. It's not straight up. Whenever you're trying to swim out of a current vibration that you're currently dealing with and you've dealt with for a long time, it's not something that's easily done. It's slowly build up and it's going to slowly go the other way as you move up out of it. But you got the Four of Cups here again. So like I said, there's going to be some days that aren't so great in September, but just know you're changing for the better, and it don't always feel good. Just because we're going to end up in a way better place, it doesn't feel good always in the moment. Just go with it, because there's going to be more good days than bad. But I feel like when you really get to thinking about all the energy that has manipulated you in some sort of way with this Six of Pentacles in the reverse, it can get you down if you dote on it. Just don't dote on it, okay? Just, you know, when you start to think about it, maybe do something else that makes you feel good, whether that's take a walk, watch a funny show, take a bubble bath. Do something that'll just bring you a little bit of joy, okay? And with this Eight of Wands here, that's the last card out for your most likely outcome. For the Geminis this resonates for, you're on a timeline that is shooting you right into the situation where you'll be in alignment with your assignment. This is fast movement. The Chariot card came out, remember? Now you got the Eight of Wands coming out, both in the upright. When you combine the Chariot and the Eight of Wands, you will be an unstoppable force. You will be a force to be reckoned with. You're going to be unstoppable. So let's get some advice cards. I feel like the main thing to tell you is don't get bogged down in dealing with like thinking about, well, this is what I put up with for so long. I shouldn't have done this. That's because you were a totally different person. You have a whole new awareness about what you've been dealing with now, so that way you can do something about it right now in this moment. Don't worry about coulda, woulda, shouldas, because right now is all that matters. This very moment is all that matters. Advice, Sun card. One thing I will say is, with that Four of Cups energy, the Sun card is a very good advice card, because even me, like, I have my ups and downs. Believe me, I'm so far from perfect. Y'all just don't even know. But the sun can make you feel good. The actual photons of light that the sun puts off. If you're having one of them days where you just feel like nothing's going right and you feel blah and you got that depressed feeling going on, if you can only go outside for 15 minutes, or if you can watch the sun rise or the sun set and kind of just be in a quiet meditative state and just soak in the energy that the sun gives off. That's a big ass life force energy. And just know the Sun card here, this is like your happy place. You're headed towards your happy place. You're doing the work. You're in the process of changing radio stations. You know what I mean? It may be fuzzy for a little while. When you change a radio station on the FM radio, you know what I'm saying? For the old people in here. So when you go to change it on that FM radio, it's going to sound staticky when you first start turning the dial. But eventually you're going to hit one and it's going to be clear as hell. So you're in that process right now. You're headed there. Don't stop now, okay? The Three of Wands in the reverse, don't stop now. Five of Pentacles. Let those people that have done you that way, you're probably gonna have to go by yourself, honestly. There's not gonna be a whole lot of people that stick in that circle with you, that keep going up. Everybody's not going up. Everybody's not changing radio stations, but Gemini is. So that's what you need to be focused on. Don't even expect the people to willingly and happily all go with you. There may be one or two here and there that go with you. That's great. Everybody can if they want to, but just remember, they have to make that decision within themselves. And since you've already made that decision, just know this is what's on the other side for you. And it's a never-ending journey. It never does end. We never arrive completely. But it'll get better and better as time goes on. I know that from my own experience. It's taken me 3 years to really get my feet back up under me since my significant ass tower month, okay? So it's not like it's a fast process and everybody's journey is different, but I just feel like September overall is about you changing your radio station, okay? So I hope this helped, and I thank you so much for watching.